Well, this venue will host Super Bowl 55 in a couple years' time, but for now, we've got non-playoff football here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, that flag 20.
Mark 56. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Well, this series between the 49ers and the Bucs began back in 1977 in Tampa Bay's second year in the NFL. Well, it's been a series that the 49ers have dominated, 17-7 overall, although Tampa has won the last 2 meetings. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a play fake. Brady. That's to McCaffrey, complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Wait, that 380.
Squeeze, double. What's tight? Tight ends right. What's tight? Tight ends right.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 36, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Go.
Get in the right one. Mark 22. It's just me and you. It's just
Alpha.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Hey, Alabama.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Brady going to go on 4th down. Buying time to his left. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm. Let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, let's get set. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Hey, ball 66.
Here's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Hey, second.
On 3rd down, Brady. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Rosas puts this one through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set, punch, let's go. 18 Gator. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready, it's the money. 58, the money. Danny.
Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Ready. 50. Hey, come on. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson with a catch made by Hopkins. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Let's go.
8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch 23. Watch 23. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. First and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
You. Regular. 22's coming. Mike.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Shadow.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
A gain of 15.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10.
Hey, 66.
From midfield, here's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DJ Swearinger, a sack on the safety blitz.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Brady. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And the Buccaneers.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Push him back.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 76 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
At their own 42-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the motion. Watch the motion.
Like 22.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And shedding his way forward. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alabama.
56.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. The connection made, it's Graham. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. He wants it all for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now he's going to use his legs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
He's not going to get me.
Mark 55. Mark 55.
Hey, watch the leg.
Check. 55 to mine. Trump.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And that's complete to Sanders. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emmanuel Sanders, 51 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gano for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives and end.
It's caught at the 10. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. This is first and goal from about the 8. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
58. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. No chance.
Now it's Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
58's Mike. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
Jackson. This complete to Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for them. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
boys, 58. 58's Mike. Man, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 58's the Mike. Come on. 58's the Mike.
Here's Jackson. Caught by Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Jackson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Julio Jones, 31 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 31, Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
Let's go on. No, 66.
22, back 22. In your face.
Hey, by 7.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it second and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. And it's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. Oh, good move. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Now Mostert. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
No. Kill.
General West. Cover.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Hey, that's ready.
6 right there, 56.
Hey, we got to get this stop here.
Go Bandit. Go 50.
From the gun, Brady. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Back to you. Shit. Hayward. 58.
58's the Mike.
From the gun, it's Jackson. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
65, 65, 65.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to air it out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Philip Dorsett, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
From the 27, Brady. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
22, Mike, 22. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Check it.
Mike, 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Know your job. Hey, Echo.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
55. Hey, I'm coming after you. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, we heavy on the edges,
No. Hey.
55. Check, 55, Mike.
To throw is Jackson. To throw again. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Come on, set. Get the plan. I'm coming.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Corey Graham. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Hey, Alabama.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They hand off to their big tight end, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
First down, 49ers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let him know.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Brady now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Hey, second.
Brady. They're going deep for Hill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go. Ozzy! Ozzy! 56. No,
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21.
A gain of 26 yards.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, set. 53.
Been a long day for you.
Hey, 66.
On first down, Brady. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
6-yard line.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Roses now to add the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Next to score, Buccaneers 28, 49ers 25. Albert Northwest set to kick off.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
58 Mike. All day, dog. 58 to Mike. Hey, get away from him.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Motion.
Now Jackson on first down. With a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Jackson to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Second and goal at the 49ers' 14-yard line.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Big stop, let's go.
Here's Gurley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 14 yards. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
And someone must have been in this hot sun a little too long. They've got the punt team out there, and just to clarify, it is not 4th down. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking to throw on second down. Brady. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Brady to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Mike 20. Tighten up. Pull it together.
To throw is Brady. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Brady now to throw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
29. Alpha. Check. 72. Mike 22. Let's go one more. Hey, wahoo. Mike 22, he's coming.
Now Brady. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Tampa Bay, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week